The first thing that I see happening here is for many of you in the work environment, there is going to be a shift in priorities and a shift in objectives. So I feel like you are going to be taking on more projects. You are going to I do see, for example, if you're working in one department, I see some of you being new people coming into the work environment and you're training them. Okay. So this overall is a card about new projects, new endeavors, and new creative projects that are coming into the picture in the work environment. And I feel like it's going to help make the work environment a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more interesting. And it's going to break up that monotony of the work situation. If you are in an environment that is very institutional, it's very, top down, very rigid and regimented, there's some shakeup happening in your work environment, and it's gonna, I don't feel like it's disruptive. I just feel that it breaks up the monotony. So it's not gonna feel very routine. Things are happening left and right. There's more people coming and going in the work environment. So you might have, whatever capacity you're working in, if your company is a little bit more regimented, what I feel happening is there might be an incorporation of new procedures, like new operating system, new software. So you have IT specialists coming in and out, installing new software, working on the new server, or you might have like team building efforts. They might hire experts coming through for lunch. So there's like people coming and going in your work environment. And I feel like it makes it a lot more interesting. In your work environment overall, towards the end of the month, you're going to feel that the dust starts to settle and you're going to feel like you're in the right place and you're going to feel quite stable and secure. The beginning of the month, I feel like there's that restructuring that's happening. There's just that, waiting for the dust to settle, waiting for the dust to settle so that we can, see with clarity, with vision. And towards the end of this month, I feel that you're going to achieve a lot of success, getting positive reception, feedback from other people. If you are, entrusted with training new people, I do feel that you're going to get some heartfelt type of communication from the trainees, and they're just going to tell you that they really appreciate the work that you're doing. So I feel like something is like, it's expressed a little bit more under the radar, and it's not expressed in a formal way, but I do feel that you're going to feel very elated because you're getting confirmation, you're getting that emotional validation. Okay. What I also feel for some of you is, I do feel some of you are in a job situation and there's a lot of shifting priorities. So there's some irregularities associated with the job. It might not pay a salary. You might just be solely on commission, or there's something unstable about it where, your hours can change day to day. Your schedule can fluctuate week to week, month to month. And so there's some innate uncertainty about it. But I do feel for this month, you're going to realize your purpose for being there. And what I also feel as well is, if you're in a work environment where things are happening very fast and every day there's like a crisis. For example, if you're working in crisis management, if you're working in human resources or even in quality control, quality assurance, the message that's coming out is that find your own personal reason for loving the work that you do, for validating, self-validation. Find your own individual purpose. Like, why am I here? If it's not the salary, it's mainly the people that I'm helping. So I feel that there's this renowned sense of like falling in love with our job once again. Or even getting a lot of positive reception, positive, energies coming through, so that you're given more responsibilities, or you're shifting into a job that is very routine, very mundane, shifting into a more unorthodox, a more exciting, and a more fun, dynamic work environment. Okay. In the relationship sector, and this can go one of two ways. There's some new information coming into the picture for you regarding your relationship partner. So I have here the lovers, and the lovers, I'm going to look at this solely as, a romantic partner. It's linked up here with the moon card, and the moon is in the reverse position. So it basically means whatever you had doubts about, the clarity is coming into the picture for this month. And it's coming into the picture in a way where you're not going to doubt your partner. You're going to have some type of a breakthrough in either in new information or a new way of communicating with one another, so that you can find a common purpose, find a way to move forward. I feel like some of you might have. I feel like some of you might be returning to a partner that you broke up with, or you're getting some communication. I feel some of you are returning to a previous partner and you're trying to work things out with one another. And you might tell yourself that, this, I don't feel like they're a bad person, but I do feel a lot of harsh words might have been exchanged between two people. And so because of that, shifting back into this situation, I feel like you're only doing it mainly because some new information came to light that allows you to see the relationship in a different point of view, with a different mindset and with a different framework. Okay. And I'm going to look into your relationship sector in just a little bit, but this is innately what I'm feeling now. I'm also sensing for some of you, there has been a release, major house move that has happened for you. And the release deals with the burdens of a relationship, okay? And I feel like whatever was painful, the worst of it is done and over with. And I feel like this might have been where a huge burden has been lifted from you, but there's still lingering like suspicions, lingering like not liking the other person very much. So if that is the case, you are encountering new energies coming in. You are definitely releasing the burdens associated with the past. So for example, you might have an ex-partner you still have financial assets linked up with, or you might have child custody, they're saying custody or even like co-parenting issues. You're overcoming it. And I feel that you're going to come out on top. And I do sense as well, yes, the family, the institution is not stable. And because of that, you're leaving the relationship. But at the same time, you're marching on to something a lot more stable and a lot better and a lot more dynamic and a lot more in tune with your energy. Okay. Last message coming through from this spread here is Sagittarius. It's really important for you to kind of like realistically gauge how much time you have and whether or not you have enough time to tackle a specific task. Because I feel like for some of you, you might overestimate the amount of work that is required to get something done. And I see you scrambling at the last minute, staying up very late at night. And, possibly thinking, oh, so-and-so said they're going to help me. But then I feel like you have, at the end, there might be some disappointments there. And then you end up having to scramble to get everything done. You're going to get things done. But really sit down and analyze. And especially if you have some important seminars, important projects that you need to wrap up first before you can take on new projects, don't underestimate, the new project, or don't underestimate existing projects, existing responsibilities. Because I feel like, yes, it's fun and exciting, but it requires a lot more preliminary research, preliminary groundwork. The groundwork needs to be laid out. So I feel like be careful about procrastinating. I feel like you're going to pull it off because you're very lucky. And I do feel that you work really well under pressure as well. But just, avoid that to begin with. It's going to be better for you, okay? It's going to create a better track record for you when you can follow up and you can start something early. And then if you run into roadblocks along the way, you can contact other people and see how they have managed that problem in the past or how they have overcome that problem. I feel like that's going to set you out as somebody who's responsible, who gets things done in a timely manner, who is welcoming of feedback from other people. So I feel like that's going to be really helpful for you in your career overall, okay? So don't underestimate how much time you need, and don't underestimate how difficult something is, because I feel like it might require a lot of late nights for you to finish it if you do that. Okay, so start things early, lay the preliminary groundwork, do a timeline for yourself, as well as I want to say like brainstorm early on. Okay, so don't leave things to the last minute. So I'm going to go on into your love reading and see what's in store for you. Okay, we have here the Death card, and the Death card is basically finality. It's a major arcana card. And the major arcana card usually brings in a rush of energy. It happens very swiftly. It happens in a way that is very irreversible. And so you have moved on from a person in the past. And it shows up here as the Page of Swords. And I don't feel this is a person. I feel that this is somebody who is a little bit devious. They could be as well a little bit deceitful. They could be a little bit of an instigator, okay? They have created a lot of insecurity in your life. They have created, there was a lot of lies, a lot of deception, and also a lot of breach of trust, breach of confidentiality. So I feel like you have moved away from this person. They're still trying to provoke you. They're still trying to communicate. But I don't feel that you are receptive or that you're open to that channel of communication, because you're trying to move on with your life. You see the potential in the world that's opening up ahead of you. I also feel overall, because this is the Ace of Swords, this is new communication coming through from a new person as well. And I feel that there is a sense of either geographical distance between you and the new person, or you are still trying to gauge the potential of a new relationship. You're kind of like, you have your own life, you have your own group of friends, you have your career right now. And so you're probably thinking, do I want to get into another relationship? Am I ready for that? So you're still weighing out, your single life versus your whether or not you want to get into a relationship. So I feel like you're interacting with a new person in this present moment. And the person that you're thinking about here is the Queen of Coins. So I feel like this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. This is somebody that I am sensing very attractive, very beautiful. They might be working in the fashion industry. They might be in the entertainment industry. They might be like a makeup artist or something like that. Or they're, fashion entertainment. This is somebody that looks really, really good. I feel like they're very, very attractive. So the Queen of Coins, the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I do sense as well, they might be a little bit more on the extravagant end. They're a little bit more, I want to say like materialistic. And they're trying to get their financial situation sorted out. I also feel if you're dealing with this person, they might have had like a divorce or something major that happened in their past. And so because of it, they might take a really, really long time. They might take a really long time to settle into new relationships, okay? They might have been single for quite some time, or they might have been dating, but not dating anybody seriously. And I feel that they really like you. They have a warm spot for you in their heart. They really trust you. And this is somebody that is a little bit more of a homebody, wants to settle down, likes to cook at home, likes to entertain guests at home, doesn't really like to go out that much. And they're a really good person. So I feel like they're very loving, caring, and very sensual. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a female specifically with that queen, but I feel like it's somebody who's very sensual. I feel like they're very tactile and very affectionate, and they know what to say. Like if you've had a bad day, or if you're feeling a little bit grouchy, they know what to say to make you laugh. So I do sense that you've got somebody that you like quite a bit. They could be your current relationship partner, or somebody that you like quite a bit that you're trying to build a relationship with. The foundation is basically information that you already know coming into the month of May. We have here the Ten of Cups. This is basically love, relationship, bliss, contentment, and two people who are very, very happy with the direction of their lives right now. So I honestly feel that for those of you dealing with exes, Your ex is still trying to communicate with you, but I feel like it's not in the way where, they're begging you to come back, or they're trying to instigate. I feel like that ex who might have been an instigator, they might have they might have like pulled themselves off their own bootstraps, and they might have come into some good news. So if they're not financially stable in the past, they might be financially stable now, and they just want you to know that they're okay. Or they might like know that you're with somebody else and they're just like, I wish you the best. So I feel like some warm communication coming through from the past. But I also feel for those of you in stable relationships right now and dealing with an earth sign in particular, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of support. And I honestly feel that I'm hearing like the word congratulations. So I feel like your partner or somebody that you have a crush on, you're going to hear the word congratulations. So I feel like they're congratulating you on something that you have accomplished, on a new achievement of yours. And so I feel like a lot of emotional support coming to you from another person. We have as well the Hangman. So I feel like for many of you, this message of emotional support, it's going to be coming through, okay? And when it comes through, I feel like it's really going to shake your world. It's really going to make you reassess as a unit, as a couple even. What do we do now? Like what's going to happen to us? What should we do in the future? How should we both move forward? So I feel like, yes, there's good news coming through, and there's that sense of feeling very elated. But it's also bringing about some uncertainty too in your relationship. It's not a bad thing, but I feel like, with major new events coming into the picture, it's going to require a little bit of reshuffling from our end. Moving forward into the future position, we have here the Ace of Coins. And I feel that a lot of you are going to be in a relationship here with an earth sign. Okay, so a solidification of a relationship, taking a relationship to the next level. You have somebody in your environment that likes you, that really wants to be with you. And I feel like this is not somebody that is that resembles that instigating energy from the past. This is somebody solid, trustworthy, okay? The Ace of Pentacles usually indicates the seed of something, the beginning. If we foster it, if we nurture it, it can be a really good, stable relationship. Now, I know that, you are ruled by Jupiter, and I feel that a lot of you don't want just a stable relationship. You want somebody that you can grow with. You want somebody that can teach you new things. And you especially want somebody that you can share exciting, even important milestones with. And I feel like this person, the person that you're with, especially if it's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they can be a little bit of a stick in the mud. They can be a little bit of a devil's advocate, so you might come to them all excited about new ventures that you want to get involved in. Excuse me. But because, they're so practical, they might want to play devil's advocate with you. They might, I feel like they might poke holes in your theories just a little bit. And so they do put a damper on things, but I feel like they don't do it with the intention of undermining you or overriding your judgment. I feel that it's just in their nature. They're inquisitive and they want to give you honest feedback. Okay. So if you're having a little bit of strife, feeling as if this person is not, is trying to poke holes in your theories, the thing that you should say is, I would really like it if you can just, not offer your opinion or not give me feedback unless I ask for it. So if you say that, I feel that they're not going to take it personally. They're going to understand. So I feel you running to them very excited about new ideas or new venture. And rather than them just basking and enjoying the excitement with you, I feel like, their common sense kicks in and they're just like, but wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about all of these things? And while you just want to share that moment with them, it makes you feel a little bit hurt. It makes you feel a little bit slighted, and it makes you feel as if they're undermining your achievements. So communicating is going to be really important, okay? And then I also feel some of you, there's communication here from the ex regarding child custody, regarding financial payout, regarding some type of a settlement. And I feel like it's going to set your mind at ease, okay? You have some solid things. I'm really happy to see this. So Sagittarius, honestly, I feel like the overriding energy for this month here is cross that bridge when you get there, okay? Don't project like what's going to happen. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze. I feel like just cross that bridge when you get there. And especially don't underestimate the difficulty of something. Get things done early, okay?